Say it again.
Would you like me to? Yes or no?
Seconds away.
Is this on? Okay. Those of you who are watching our stream, we are waiting to start our press. Thank you for your patience. Should be starting in a few minutes.
I could have had all of you.
I know.
I know, right?
Nobody was
Yeah.
watching our back.
Pardon me, guys.
Was that? Yeah. Everybody ready? Yes. So I'm going to give you an update on what we've been doing. I'll tell you up front that we have not had much success in trying to determine where Lina is right now, but I'll tell you what we've been doing to try to get there. But first, I want to thank a number of people who have been assisting us in this search that are not involved in our department. So I want to thank the FBI for their assistance. Last night, I spoke to the assistant agent in charge and asked them if they would send their child abduction rapid response team. But I want to make clear that we are not treating this as an abduction right now. They can provide resources that we don't have to assist us in the search. We are not treating it as an abduction right now. We are treating it as a missing person. I want to thank the FBI for that and their continued assistance. USAA, who has been very gracious to allow us to set up our command post on their grounds. VIA, who helped transport our cadets this morning from the academy to help the search. They searched a number of wooded areas in that area. The Red Cross, SAPOA, and the 100 Club for providing food to all those that are working out there. HEB, who has also provided us assistance in providing food for the workers and some other things, and a couple of community leaders, Saqib Sheikh, who is with the National Children's Education Center, and Noor Muhammad, who is one of the community leaders that has been helping us connect with community in that apartment complex. They've all been instrumental in helping us carry out our duties as they're related to this search. So right now we've got 2 different command centers. We've got one at UTSA, and we've got one here at headquarters. The one here at headquarters is reviewing videos that we've gathered along with help from the Bureau, and they're accessing other resources that are only available within this building as opposed to at the command post. Our search is continuing. Tomorrow we will continue to search the areas that surrounding where we've already searched. We will continue making as much contact with the community as we can, trying to find someone who knows anything about Lina. And I mentioned it yesterday that if anyone has any information at all, whether you think it may be helpful or not, let us make that determination. 210-207-7660 is the number to call. That is our missing person section, and that information will be passed on immediately to those working the ground on this case. And that's all I have for you right now. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, we don't have any further information as to where Lina may be right now.
So you do have video footage that you're looking at. Is there anything that shows a person of interest, a vehicle, anything that we could tell people to look out for?
Yeah, no, we would put that out immediately if we did. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of video footages that we've recovered, and we continue to look for more video that may be out there that we've overlooked, but we have not come across anything yet that may help us as far as the video goes.
Chief, can you talk about the difference between the case being handled as an abduction versus a missing person case?
Yes, if it were an abduction, we could either be looking for an individual, or we would have evidence of the child being abducted, and hopefully a tag number or a suspect to go along with that. Right now, we don't have any of that, so we're treating it as strictly as a missing person. That may change, but right now, it's still a missing person.
Chief, can you talk about the communication barrier with trying to get that message across to the African community in that country?
I think that we've resolved our communication issues right now. We have an interpreter that things are flowing smoothly with that being said. But initially it was because, again, the dialect that was spoken by the family was not a common one, I'm told.
What kind of footage are you doing? Is it like video from Ring doorbells, or is it from the apartment complex?
It's anything that we can come across. Anything that we find, we're going to review, whether it's a Ring or whether it's somebody's personal videos, a house video. No matter what type of video it is, if it has information on it that we're interested in, then that's what we're looking for.
Have any community groups reached out to the police department in hopes of helping, whether it's in the surrounding areas you guys maybe aren't searching? Have they reached out with K-9s or services like that?
We brought in K-9s from out of the area, from a missing person that specializes in missing persons. We brought them in the first night that we started our search. They picked up a scent initially, lost it, and we've not been able to pick it up since. The community at large has been very, very helpful in our efforts to find Lina. They've been very cooperative. Anything that they could offer, they did. The two leaders that I mentioned in the Muslim community have been very helpful. We've been putting things out on social media in that dialect, in Arabic, in hopes that someone will, may be able to help us out.
How important the mindfulness the first hours in a case like this?
Early on, it's very important. And then, unfortunately, I have to say that the longer the time lapses, the less we become.
And I noticed you're working with the FBI. What about Fair County Sheriff's Office?
No, we have not sought assistance from the Sheriff's Office.
Chief, as a parent, what do you say to other family members that live in that community or just in San Antonio in general? There's a lot of fear for any person with children. Do you think they can play outside?
I think at this point, with all the publicity that's behind this, there's probably not a parent who would leave their child alone for a second at that age going forward. So obviously you have to take natural precautions, normal precautions when you're out with your child at a playground, public place. You have to take normal precautions.
One more question. Do you mind, if you haven't already elaborated, what resources this FBI team has that you all don't, that can do this helping in this case?
Sure, they can if we have video that's not real clear, they can work on their end to clarify any video footage that's not clear. They have resources, they have boots on the ground here that are helping us canvass the area, and then there's a collaboration in trying to determine exactly what happened.
Has your search gone beyond San Antonio, or is it just here?
Not at this point.
Thank you guys so much for your
Thanks, everybody.
I'm sorry. Sheikh, the resource that Chief mentioned is Muslim Children and Education Center. Muslim Children Education Center. That's what the Chief.
That's right. I said UTSA by mistake. It's actually USAA. USAA.
Which is
around.
Okay.
Yeah, the campus.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you guys.
This way, right here, right here. Okay. Boom, right here. Perfect. Out of the way. Performance level mic check, Joe Gallen. Check testing 1 2. We just got an update from Chief McManus on this investigation at this time. Robert. But this could be an abduction. $30 out on the top.
That worked out fine.
It's fine. I'm used to it. How's my time? 10 out, standby. We just spoke with Chief McManus just a few moments ago. The police department is still considering this missing persons case, but at the moment, they are currently going through video evidence and using the help of the FBI and some additional technological resources that they have in order to take a close look at some surveillance footage that they have to see if possibly this was an abduction. Tripped over technological, but
You recovered well. Landed on your feet.
and anyone with information on where this little girl might be, even if it's the smallest detail, even if you think it's the most insignificant thing, the San Antonio Police Department wants to hear from you. Robert? Okay. We're clear? Okay, thank you.